Today is December the 18th, 2014. My name is Tanya Finchum, along with Alex Bishop. We're with Oklahoma State University, and today we're in Stillwater to speak with Bob Williamson. So thank you for having us today. I understand your birthday was December the 4th?
Yeah.
And you were born in 1914? Is that right?
1914, yeah.
And where?
Batesville, Arkansas.
So you're an Arkie. How did you get to Oklahoma?
Wagon and team. Covered wagon. We was 15 days on the road.
Wow.
Cold. I rode one of the old horses ahead of it. We had these two damn mules, and they was bull-headed and wouldn't go, you know. So I rode that old gray mare ahead of them, so they followed her, boy. They just, okay.
How old were you?
I think I was 13.
Wow.
Can I say something?
Was it in the winter?
Yeah,
Cold
it
weather?
was pretty cold.
So around your birthday?
Huh?
Were you traveling on your birthday?
Yeah, Dad fixed me a rice pudding. We pulled down under this bridge. He fixed rice pudding for my birthday. We was on the road 15 days.
That's a long time. Where did you cross the river?
We crossed one of them there at Batesville. And the other one, you crossed at Newport.
Okay. Well, why were you coming to Oklahoma?
I had an uncle and aunt out there, and my mother's sister, and they wanted to come to Oklahoma.
What did your father do for a living?
No, he claimed to be a farmer. I don't know. Damn poor living, though.
So you came to Perkins?
Yeah.
And he farmed when he got there? Did he farm when he got there?
Yeah.
Where did you go to school?
Oh, I went to school several places. We moved, you know.
Well, high school. Where did you go to high school?
I think Perkins, Oklahoma.
Do you remember when you graduated?
I didn't graduate.
You didn't graduate. Went to work instead?
Yeah.
Where did you work?
Stillwater Milling Company.
What did you do for them?
I think I drove truck. Of course, that was years after that. I may be getting ahead of the deal.
So what was your first job?
Lord, I don't remember.
Tell them about the cafe you bought.
Huh?
Tell them about the cafe you bought in Niagara.
Cafe.
The first one you bought, don't you know?
Yeah.
You remember the story?
Yeah, my first adventure was at a restaurant in Edgar, Oklahoma, and boy, that was a busy town.
Really?
Oh, Lord. About 40 people lived there.
Oh, that's really busy.
Can you tell them how much you paid for the equipment?
Yeah. Paid $12 for it. For all the equipment for this restaurant. And traded it for 2 cows and what was
$20 you told
Huh?
me. $20 you told me. 2 cows and $20 is the story you told me.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And give the cows to my dad.
How long did you do it? How long did you have that cafe?
Oh, why, I traded that cafe for these 2 cows and
She wanted to know how long you had the cafe. Wasn't it like 7 months or something like that?
I think so.
Yeah.
What did you do after that?
You got it wrote down?
Do you want me to help you? You got married, right?
Yeah.
And you and Mother moved to Stillwater?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell her about that?
How did you meet your wife?
Huh.
Do you remember? At school, wasn't it?
I suppose.
When you moved to Stillwater, did you do that in a car or wagon and horse?
No, I think we had a car.
By then,
Yeah.
do you remember seeing your first car?
Yeah. I think this guy, B. Vandenberg was his name. He had this car. And we all rode in it. I don't know what it was, what kind of car it was.
Do you remember the Great Depression?
Hmm?
Do you remember the Great Depression?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was it like for you?
That's when they killed all these cattle and just buried them, you know. Just didn't have no feed. Run out of feed to feed the
Were they some tough times for you? Were the times pretty tough?
yes, it's tough. Sure was.
Did you ever work for the WPA?
Yeah,
Well, what'd you do for them?
I think I drove a team.
Doing what? What were you doing with the team?
We were running, what was we doing?
Was that when you helped build the bridge?
Huh?
Was that when you helped build the bridge on the way to Cushing, outside of Perkins?
Might have been.
When did he work for the milling company? Was it milling company? What year was that?
I'm not sure.
When,
I have it on. Go get that.
when
Hang
you
on,
worked for the
car.
milling company, did you have to help women pick out feed sacks?
No.
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 Tell her what you did for the milling company. You drove a truck and
Yeah,
where you
I
went.
drove
Tell
a
her.
truck.
Do you remember where you delivered it, the feed to?
Huh?
Do you remember where you delivered the feed to? You used to tell me, or flour. Do you remember taking it to the prison someplace?
Yeah.
What prison was it?
Oklahoma State Prison, McAllister.
Okay.
So you drove a truck all from Stillwater to McAllister.
And he delivered flour. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'd go down there. We didn't go down there all the time, every day, you know.
That took a little while.
Huh?
That took a little while.
Yeah.
So in Blackwell, you had another cafe.
Yeah.
What was it called?
Blackwell was Bob's Grill.
Bob's Grill.
It's still sitting there, same way I made it, but they don't serve one meal a day, I think.
Did you cook?
Huh?
Did you cook?
I done all the cooking.
What was your specialty?
Pies, I think.
Pies. Did you make the pies?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd make 25 crusts, roll them out and bake them off, and then I'd I'd use them. They didn't sit very long.
Are you saying they sold pretty quickly?
They were out by supper, or before supper time.
Did you have a favorite pie?
Huh?
Was there a favorite pie that people bought?
Coconut, I think.
Coconut cream?
Yeah.
He also makes a mean pecan pie. That's my husband's favorite. Here, this might help.
Who cooked at home?
Huh?
If you cooked at work, who cooked at home?
Cooked at home.
Yeah, you or your wife. Who cooked
We
at home?
didn't anybody cook at home. We eat there where we worked.
Ah, that makes sense.
How long did you own Bob's Diner?
Grill.
Oh, grill.
Oh, I think 25 years.
25 years.
Did you do chicken fried steak?
Yeah.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Huh?
Were you open breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah.
All three?
Tell her about when you were open 24 hours for the smelter people to come in. Do you remember?
Yeah, I was open 24 hours a day.
Was this back in the 40s and 50s?
It was in the 50s until the smelters closed down, and it was a while after that, I think.
Did you have a jukebox back then?
Uh,
Did you have a jukebox in your diner?
I don't think he could hear
or
you.
grill? Did you have a jukebox in your in your grill, in your restaurant?
jukebox.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, had, and each
Booth.
Booth.
Uh-huh.
booth, yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
That was a big deal. Though.
yeah.
I made more out of the jukebox than made out of the restaurant.
Yeah. It was fun, wasn't it?
Huh?
It was kind of fun, but he worked a lot of hours.
Do you have any funny stories about the grill, about the restaurant?
Well, the chicken fried steak was I heard about it all over the country.
They loved his brown gravy.
Had this old man, this man and woman come by and drove way out of the way, you know, to come by there to eat that chicken fried steak.
What was your secret?
Huh?
What was your secret ingredient?
I don't know.
He didn't used to share that.
No.
Huh?
I said you wouldn't share your brown gravy recipe with anybody.
Did you work at the smelter company? At the smelter in Blackwell?
Did I work there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what did you do?
I drawed metal.
I didn't catch that. What was
It was during the war.
it? During the war?
It was considered a critical job.
There's
Drawing metal.
rail track run right along the side of it, and up close, you know. And you'd stand up and had a cart. We had a cart You stand up in that cart and draw the metal, and then you turn the wheel and move it on. Just keep going, you know.
So did you fight? Did you serve in World War II?
No.
No.
That was a job that if you had it.
They put you to work instead. Yeah.
I was working there, and I got a deferment, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And the restaurant came after that period of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yes, and he also owned a grocery store in Lamont, a grocery store
gosh.
in Tonkawa, and a restaurant in a place called the Club Cafe in Tonkawa. And he can probably tell you, we moved a lot until we got to
Your daughter was just saying that you owned other restaurants and grocery stores around the area.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you remember the names?
What'd you own in Tonkawa?
I had a little old cafe there. But Harvey, my brother, he had a hotel cafe.
And then both of you together ran a grocery store. Do you remember the name?
Huh?
The name of the grocery store you ran. You remember? In Tonkawa?
B&H.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bob and Harvey.
Now we know.
Huh?
Now we know what that
Yeah.
stood for.
Yeah. Harvey was 3 years older than me, a little over 3 years.
Were you pretty close?
Huh?
Were you pretty close?
Yeah. Sure was.
Tell me about the trouble you got into when Harvey took you on the trolley ride.
When you went back to Arkansas? When you come through Tulsa and went to... Tell him about hitchhiking to Arkansas. Do you remember?
What?
You hitchhiked back to Arkansas.
Oh, me and Harvey started we hitchhiked back in Arkansas. I was 13 and he was about 16. We had a little suitcase about the size of a cabinet there. We got as far as Warner, the other side of Tulsa, and we didn't think we was getting there very good, and we decided that we just, every which way we could get a ride, we'd take it back or forward.
So which one did you get?
One back.
Why did you leave?
Just because we wanted to, I guess.
Were you going to go see your grandpa?
Huh?
Weren't you going to see your grandpa Gilmore? No?
Tell them about the lady that picked you up.
He can't hear you. Go up.
Who picked you up on the way?
Some woman, boy, she really wrecked us down.
He always She got on to his brother for taking him because he was so young.
She picked us up and taken us to Charleston and put us on the streetcars run from Tulsa to Sand Springs and places.
Did she send you home?
Huh?
Did she send you home?
Yeah, she talked to us and told us that we had no business out there.
Looking out for you.
Huh?
She was looking out for you.
Yeah. She's a nice lady.
Did you have any other brothers or sisters?
I had 5 brothers,
5 brothers.
no sisters. And my wife had 4 sisters and no brothers.
How about the firewood incident when you didn't chop the wood?
No, it wasn't him, it was his, no, that was about Grandma.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember the story about Grandma, when they left Grandma in charge of her brothers and they didn't chop wood? How she got wood for her fireplace?
It's a rail fence. She just chop it up and cook with it.
And then tell about what they had to do.
Huh?
Then what did they have to do in the spring? When she used the fence, how did it get replaced?
How they're what?
Can you say?
How did they replace the fence?
I don't know how they replaced it. or
Her
not.
her dad made the boys because they were too lazy to chop wood for her to go out and replace it. He does great stories.
Do you ever remember Christmas time in your family?
Yeah,
Did you ever receive a favorite gift?
we didn't get gifts.
What'd you get?
Fruit, all kind of fruits and candies and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
Didn't have no money to get gifts with.
Can you describe the house that you grew up in?
I don't know how old I was when they I lived in a lot of houses.
Any log cabins?
Huh?
Any of them log?
Yeah. Had a hallway in it. And rooms on each side.
And where was the bathroom?
Out back.
Did you have to share a bed with your brother?
Yeah.
And how was it heated? How did they heat the house? Oh, with wood.
Fireplace.
How about bath time?
Huh?
How about bath time?
Bath.
Hmm?
We go swimming.
Even in the winter?
No. She had big kettles set on buggies, hubs. Just sit down in there under this, and you build a fire under it and heat the water.
And then you'd get in.
Huh?
And you would get in?
Yeah.
Talking about outhouses, tell them about your orneriness.
Tell them about Halloween in Perkins.
Huh?
Tell them about Halloween in Perkins. What you boys did.
Oh.
Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm talking?
Oh, you always, a whole bunch of us get on horses and just raise hell all we done.
Did you cause problems one Halloween?
Huh?
Did you cause some problems during a Halloween?
I'd imagine.
They got a surprise. Do you remember when all you boys were running to push over the outhouse? Can you tell them the story?
You what?
Tell them the story about you were going to push over the outside toilet, the outhouse.
Oh.
About that boy.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember his name? I think his name was. Do you remember?
Yeah. His dad was Cooper, wasn't it?
I thought it was Holbrook, wasn't it?
Holbrook,
Let
yeah.
me, let me see.
I think it was Holbrook.
Holbrook, yeah.
Yeah.
But what were you doing?
Huh?
Tell them the story. Y'all, a whole bunch of you boys went out.
Oh, I don't want.
Oh, you don't want them to know that, huh? Okay. I thought it was funny.
Did you always follow your father's advice?
I probably didn't.
What about, I remember last time I came, you told me about working at Safeway.
No.
We never did work at Safeway.
No.
Dad, we was working at smelter drawing metal. And Dad come out there and boy, it was hot. Trying to get us to quit and go to work for Safeway. We wouldn't do it.
Didn't do it.
I didn't know that.
Who taught you how to cook?
I don't know. I guess myself.
Did you cook from scratch?
Huh?
Did you cook from scratch?
Yeah.
You didn't follow a recipe?
I never had a recipe.
You had your own.
Was your mother a good cook?
Yeah.
Did you have chickens
Yeah.
growing up? Did you have to help butcher those?
Chickens.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mother killed them.
Did she?
Just get them by the neck and wring her head off.
I figured with 6 boys they would have done it.
She wouldn't let him.
What was your favorite meal she made?
That she made. Seemed to me like his biscuits and gravy and sorghum molasses and butter.
Would she make your clothes? Did she make your clothes? Did she sew?
She did. I wore overalls when I was 35 years old. I wore overalls a long time, striped overalls. Yeah.
Even when you were the cook?
Oh no.
No.
No. Switch then.
That was when I was a kid.
You lived in Perkins. Did you ever see Pistol Pete?
Yeah. Used to go down to the blacksmith shop and talk to him a lot.
Frank Eaton.
Yeah, he's cross-eyed.
Frank Eaton was cross-eyed.
Yeah. You can tell what he's looking at. Pistol Pete.
Did he carry his pistol with him?
I imagine, yeah. At black
The anvil.
block of wood or block of tree, with anvil sitting on it, see, with, and he'd take that pistol and shoot into that block. I don't know what. And I know when my grandpa come back there to visit, why, he'd go down there and he visited pistol more than anything.
What would they talk about?
I don't know.
They target practice, I think.
And you worked at Stillwater Milling. Did you ever know a man by the name of Haskell Cudd?
Yeah. He was a sorry man, as far as that's concerned.
I think he made it to 100 too. 100.
Yeah.
Wasn't he who you went to visit sometimes, Daddy?
Huh?
Didn't you go visit him after you left there a couple of times? I thought you did.
Yeah, I'd stop and visit with him.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you would live to 100? No.
I didn't even give a thought, I don't guess.
What's your secret?
Huh?
What do you think your secret to living long has been?
I don't know.
All that pie he ate. It's all that pie you ate.
Hi.
Well, he made a lot of it. I don't think he ate a lot of it.
Just because you made it doesn't mean you ate it.
No. Used to have them standing up lined up out in front, standing there waiting to get in to eat at noon.
How much would a whole pie cost?
Huh?
How much did a whole pie cost?
Gosh, I don't remember.
A lot of slices.
He sold it by the slice, but I
Slice.
don't remember. Do you remember how much it was a slice, Daddy?
Huh?
Here, it might
How
tell
mu-
on this menu what it was in the 50s. I can't remember if the pies are on there or not.
Pie a la mode. Oh my, homemade pie, 15 cents. You
15 cents?
15 cents?
Yeah.
That was in the 50s. Of course, he
Weird.
would-
What was it the other day? $6.99 a slice.
How many pies did you make a day?
He told them all that.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear.
And what was your wife's name?
Arletta.
Arletta. And was she from Blackwell or Stillwater or?
We come from the same place down there.
No,
Perkins.
Perkins. And
Really, my wife lived in Venco, south of Perkins, south to the river.
That house is still there.
Huh?
It
That
was,
house is still there.
the
Yeah,
house is still there.
It's still
Shirley.
there.
It was one that was built by the people that founded Venco. So the Mains were their name.
did you have any? How many kids did you have?
My children, two,
Two.
No,
they're still living. She's one of them, and then I've got a son.
they lost one child.
Last one.
He lives in Blackwell.
Did you enjoy being a father?
Huh?
Did you enjoy being a father?
Yeah.
Did you ever go on vacations or trips?
Every summer,
Where would you go?
as far as the car drive.
Did you ever have a favorite spot?
Huh?
Did you ever have a favorite place or a spot?
Oh, I don't know. We never went and stayed anywhere at one place very long. We just traveled, just see the country.
Did you make it to every state?
No,
He liked two. Finally, we did pretty much all of them, but all but two.
Which two did you miss?
huh?
Which two did you miss?
He probably doesn't remember.
Don't remember.
I don't know. It's on the East Coast. We didn't. I think it was Maine and
All those little ones up there. If the grill was open 24 hours, what would you do for fun?
For fun, work.
he did.
Wrong answer.
He tell her what you actually brought up dinners, and then he would
Yeah.
work through noon, and then he would come home. But he went
I
up early.
cooked all the dinners, brought up all the, done it all by myself.
Made good noodles too.
Did your
Everything was from scratch.
Did your family help in the diner or in the grill? I keep calling it that because there's a Bob's Diner in my hometown.
No, it's Bob's Grill.
My wife,
Mother did later after we were.
I run out of the cook one time and the wife come in and she cooked breakfast every morning. She'd work till about 10:30 and then had a woman that come on and run dinners.
mother stayed with us when we were younger, and she didn't work till after my brother was probably a junior in high school. I worked sometimes. Don't you remember those days that you'd come out and get me because somebody didn't show up?
Yeah.
It was fun.
You didn't have to work for free, did you?
Yes. Well, for a while. I worked there when my husband went overseas for a little while. He had his teeth all out and didn't want to go up front. But he worked.
What?
I said, when you had your teeth pulled out, I helped up in front a little bit there for when Tommy was overseas. And she asked me if you paid me, and I said you did when I did that. Did you hear me? No?
Yeah.
Somebody can, anyway.
Sometimes you paid her and sometimes you didn't.
Yes.
When the junior high was across the street, and so at noon I would always go eat, and he would let me fill glasses. I thought it was fun. I don't think Bobby ever did, but he actually ended up running the cafe later.
Sounds like your cafe was in a good location.
It was just good food.
Yeah, it was a good location. I tore the old building, 50-foot front building, down and hauled the brick off. Couldn't sell it. Just hauled it somewhere and stacked it, and I don't know whatever happened to it.
So how did you celebrate your 100th birthday?
I did it.
Do you remember where you went?
Did they throw you a party?
I don't.
Do you remember going to Drew's? We went to Drew's.
Drew.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when you went over to Drew's and we had cake and a dinner?
Yeah.
Was church a very important part of your life? Was church an important part?
Cooking.
Church.
Church.
Mm-hmm.
No, not necessarily.
Too busy cooking.
He was always working, and
Mm-hmm.
he was a deacon, I think, for a while, and he helped support him because Mother took us and went. But he always had to go clean the cafe and walk the floors and wax it on Sunday.
Get ready for the week.
Getting away.
Mm-hmm.
It was the only day it was closed.
Mm-hmm. Well, if history were to be written about you, what would you want it to say?
I don't know.
How do you want other people to remember you?
I never give it a thought, I guess.
I think he's getting tired, so.
Did you make rice pudding in your grill?
I don't think so.
I wondered, since your dad made you rice pudding, if you made it later. No.
It's still there today.
Mm-hmm. I see. I have one in my hometown. It's called Bob
Back in my hometown, there's one called Bob's Diner and then Bob's Grill. Ugh.
Are you,
No.
anything
But
else?
his is grill.
Alex, do you have anything else?
It was Hazel's Grill before.
I think
it was,
we'll stop right here, okay?
Yeah,
Thank you for sharing with us today.
okay, thank you.